Welcome to Kathy's Eclectic Garden. I'm Kathy and I garden in zones 5B, 6A in Northwest Ohio. It's a beautiful, almost fall day here in Northwest Ohio, and I'm going to be trimming. We'll be right back. Welcome to Kathy's Eclectic Garden. I'm Kathy and I garden in zones 5B, 6A in Northwest Ohio. It's a beautiful, almost fall day here, and today we're going to be doing some trimming. We'll be right back. I'm going to be trimming 3 basic plants today, and I've already started with one of them. As you can see, I've got a big pile of brush here. I'm started my cup plant. Okay, I've already topped a lot of these cup plants off because they're so tall. They're easier to cut if you do it in stages. So I've got the tops cut. I like to cut them back until I get to a hollow stem, and I should be to one about right here. So I'll cut this one back a little more. Now these, okay, that one's, I'm not quite to the hollow part yet, so I'll have to cut that one down a little bit farther. Okay, let's go a little bit further and see if we can get to some hollow stem down here. Okay, there I'm getting to some. Now I cut down till I get to a hollow stem because the insects crawl down into those stems and overwinter, especially bees. That will hollow out more as it dries out. These are pretty moist plants yet. The cup plants have square stems, and these are 3/4 to almost an inch in diameter, so they're a little tough to cut. But we'll see if we can get a hollow stem on this one. Yep, that one's just starting to hollow out too. I cut this one earlier this morning, and it's already starting to dry out a little bit, so it shows a real good example of the hollow stems. And the bees especially will crawl right down in there, as far down as they can get, and overwinter. I'll go around and get all of these cut back, and I'll come back now and cut these down to 18 inches from the ground. Now we're going to cut back the wild Senna. The ones that look like this, I'm going to save the seed pods and save the seeds in case I want to share them with somebody next spring or plant them myself. So I'm going to put those right down there. And I'm just coming in on the wild Senna and just cutting off the seed heads, because I'm going to leave the rest of the plant. The seed heads are all at the top, and this plant puts out thousands of seeds, and I don't have a big enough spot for all of those to come back. So I like to cut the seed heads off before they're viable, while they're still green. And that way I don't end up with wild Senna all over my yard. See, I think I can just take this one off about right here. Maybe. Maybe not. There we go. We'll get all those seed heads off. Now this is another plant that is hollow in the center, so I won't cut these back to the ground. I'll just cut them down so that the bees have a place to nest in the winter. But we'll just cut all these back, get all these seed heads off. Well, I won't make you watch me cut all of these off because that'll get kind of boring. I'll go ahead and finish cutting them back, and then we'll go back to the last plant that I'm going to cut back today. So we'll be right back. This is wild bergamot. Every fall this gets powdery mildew really bad, and I should have come in and cut it back earlier, and I probably would have got another flush, but I didn't. So I'm just going to cut this right back to the ground, and it'll be done for the year. So I just come in and just clip this right off at the ground. And I'll go around and do that with the whole patch and throw it in the out for the city to come pick it up. That's it for today's trimming and fall cleanup. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.